Zay, what's poppin'?
What is going on YouTube? My name is ZayWayY and I'm back with another video, back with another episode of Keeping It a Stat, a segment where I talk about the craziest stats in the sports world. And today we're talking about my New England Patriots. So I'm gonna try to keep this video as short as possible because I could talk about my Patriots for hours. But before we get into the video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Back daily on YouTube. Took a little break. Now I'm back. Got the videos. We're gonna be rolling through daily again. Let's get right into it. So y'all know I like to give my answer in the beginning of the video. Will the New England Patriots make the playoffs? Of course we're gonna make the playoffs. No questions asked. And I'm not even being biased. I'm gonna get into why I say that. I'm not one of the biased Patriots fans still living in the past that still thinks Brady is there. No, because for the last couple of years, I said we were gonna be bottom of the barrel, bottom of the division. And we kind of have been. So before I get into why we're gonna make the playoffs this year, I gotta talk about last year and why we didn't make the playoffs. So the Patriots last year finished 4-13. Here's why. Biggest thing, rookie quarterback. Now I love Drake May, but he had some highs and he had some lows. I think a second year is really gonna propel him to that next step. His ceiling is through the roof. He reminds me a lot of, honestly, don't kill me for saying this, but he reminds me a lot of Justin Herbert and Josh Allen. I can see those two in him. He is gonna be a stud. Next thing, coaching. Not to say Gerard Mayo was a terrible coach, but a first-year coach with a roster that's not good to begin with, it's never a good combination. And honestly speaking, if you ask me would I rather have Gerard Mayo or Mike Vrabel, who is a coach of the year, I'm taking Vrabel every day of the week. Speaking of Vrabel, he's won before. He's been coaching for a long time. He's had head coaching jobs that he's been successful at. I'm excited for that. Another thing, speaking of Drake May, is protection. We couldn't protect anybody. Couldn't protect Jacoby Brissett, couldn't protect Drake May. We took a lot of sacks last year. No time in the pocket. And when you have no time in the pocket and no receivers that can win off the line immediately, it's tough. Segue me into the next thing. Receivers. Bottom of the barrel. I mean worst, probably the worst receiving group in the league. Let's be real. Jamar Chase himself had more yards than all of the Patriots wide receivers combined. What? We got Josh McDaniels back, the mastermind. I'm so excited. The Patriots also had the most money to spend in free agency and we actually used it. We made so many signings. Of course, we go out and get Stephon Diggs, Milton Williams, Carlton Davis. We have probably a top 5 cornerback duo in the league. Oh my gosh. So let me slow down and let me structure this video. We're gonna go down from top to bottom of the Patriots roster and we're gonna talk about our schedule because we do have like the second easiest schedule in the league. That's gonna go a long way. So we're gonna get into some schedule predictions. Patriots making the playoffs. Hear me out. Hear me out. I love a lot of you Patriots haters out there. Y'all was mad because we was winning all them Super Bowls, and now y'all finally happy because we suck. But that's over with now. We back in the hunt. Man, so let's really get into it. First, I do want to start off with the draft. The Patriots, I think we have had an A+ draft. All the analysts say we have an A+ draft. If you don't have an A+, you have it at an A. We hit the nail on the head with the draft. With pick number 4, in the first round, Will Campbell. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest. When we did draft Will Campbell, I was kind of like, I don't know. But then it took me 2 days and I really thought about it. I'm like, hey, Will Campbell was the best offensive tackle in the best conference in football. He played against top DNs each and every week in the SEC. We know how many players come out of the SEC. So if he was doing that every week, I don't think I have any issues. I know one thing, you know, they were saying, oh, his arms were short. But like, then again, he had to play Bama. He had to play Tennessee, who had an elite edge rusher. He had to play Georgia. He had to play all these different people going up against even LSU defense in practice every day. I'm not worried about Will Campbell. Two other studs that really jumped out to me. We got Henderson from Ohio State, a great pass catching running back, as well as a phenomenal pass blocker who, like I said earlier, we got Will Campbell to protect Drake May. We have a running back that can pass block who's gonna help as well in the pass game and can catch the ball at the backfield. That's a quarterback's best friend. Next in the draft, we went and got Kyle Williams. I think that was a steal for the slot we got him at. Kyle Williams is a burner. He can make explosive plays. That's one thing that the Patriots have been missing for the last couple years, a playmaker. I think he is that. Go cut his tape on. That guy can get after it. We're gonna take some deep shots with him. He can create space. He makes guys miss, and he runs away from people. That's the thing, Kyle Williams, when he touches it, he's like lightning in a bottle. So, like I said, we made a lot of free agent signings. The biggest one, Stefon Diggs. So we got Kyle Williams in the draft. We end up getting Stefon Diggs, who's a true #1 receiver. Now, I know what a lot of people are gonna say. Is he washed? He's coming off a major injury. I think Stefon Diggs has a lot of juice left in the tank. He came off 6 straight 1,000-yard receiving seasons before the injury. And for the New England Patriots, even step down Stefon Diggs, maybe not even in his prime, Stefon Diggs is way better than what we have. This is a stepping stone. He can consistently win. I've been watching his training videos. Now I know that doesn't mean much, but he's been getting after it. Even on that tear, even with Cardi B there, he's still been grinded. Next in that wide receiver room, we pick up Mac Hollins from the Bills. A big body receiver, quarterback friendly target, wide catch radius. Not a lot of people know, but he led the Buffalo Bills in touchdown receptions last year. He's gonna be a red zone threat. Next, we get Morgan Moses, the vet from the Jets. He's gonna be protecting Drake May. We have 2 solid tackles, Will Campbell, Morgan Moses, who's a proven vet. He's gonna add leadership on that offensive line. Hopefully Cole Strange is healthy. On the defensive side of the ball, we go get Milton Williams, a dog from the Philadelphia Eagles, a champion. He was causing havoc on that Eagles D-line. I think he's gonna bring that juice. He's gonna be stopping the run, getting after the quarterback, what last year we kind of struggled to do. We had a lot of injuries, but I think if we're healthy this year, we're gonna have a top 10, maybe even top 5 defense. Let me get into why. So we end up getting Harold Landry III, we end up getting Robert Spillane, and we get Carlton Davis. With us getting Carlton Davis, I think that is a perfect combo with Christian Gonzalez. Carlton Davis was a big part of that Lions defense, locking down his side. We already have a lockdown corner in Gonzo who can lock down. That's gonna be huge in a playoff push. If we go up against a team that has 2 receivers, we can lock down both. Let's go ahead and get into the schedule. We do have the 2nd easiest schedule in the league. And with this team right here, we should run through it. All right, so the first game of the season, we play the Las Vegas Raiders at home, season opener. The crowd is gonna be lit with all these signings. Drake May is gonna have another year under his belt. I don't think Vegas has enough. We win that first game, we start off the season 1-0. Next, we have the Miami Dolphins. Now, the tricky thing with Miami, it's at Miami, and we suck in Miami. But a lot of times we play Miami late in the year, so going from the cold to the heat, I think we end up winning this game. But I will say, whether we win this game or we win the second matchup, we always split with Miami. So I have this as a split, but let's just say we're 2-0 right now. Next, we play Pittsburgh. They come to us. Aaron Rodgers, I don't care about none of that. Aaron Rodgers is old. Seeing how he stunk up the place last year with the Jets. You don't have your best friend Devontae Adams there. I think it is going to be rough. Now, the Steelers defense is legit. I think that is going to be a test for offense. But I think we win that game. We're 3-0. Not even being biased. Not being biased. If we're looking roster for roster, I think we can start off 3-0 if everything goes right. Maybe 2-1 if we lose to Miami. But let's keep going. Let's say we're 3-0. Next we play the Panthers. Which Bryce Young are we gonna get? Are we gonna get the Bryce Young in the end of the season? Or are we gonna get the Bryce Young from the beginning of the season in 2024? I don't know, but either way it goes, I don't think that they're gonna be able to cover us. I feel like Stephon, Pop, Douglas are gonna have huge games that game. We're gonna get after it. We're gonna be able to run the football against that defense. We win that game. We can start off 4-0. We're 4-0 right now. Then we go to Buffalo and play Josh Allen. Stephon Diggs goes back to Buffalo. But I do think we lose that game. I think Josh Allen, the reigning MVP, finds a way to get it done. And they win that game. I think it's close. Of course, I think it's close. But honestly speaking, I do have us dropping that game. The last time we beat the Bills is when they were resting their starters. So next we play New Orleans, and I don't care what quarterback they throw out there, Tyler Shug, Rattler, it doesn't matter who plays. They don't have enough. Their defense is terrible. We're gonna lock down their receivers. We got that. We play Tennessee, rookie quarterback in Cam Ward. I think he's gonna be electric, but who's he gonna be throwing the ball to? How are they gonna guard us on the other side? How are they gonna stop the run? It's just too many questions. We beat Tennessee. In a perfect world, we're 6-1. Like I said, if we lose that Miami game, we're 5-2. Cool. Next, we play Cleveland. Cleveland is such an up and down team because they have a really good defense. But the thing is, I don't believe in Joe Flacco. I talked about it in my last Keepin a Stat segment. Quarterbacks over 40 just don't win football games. Statistically, I think if Shador at this point, if he is starting at this point, it'll be week 8. I said in my video, I think he starts about week 6. So let's just say he's 2 weeks in playing this Patriots defense. I think we end up getting the W. So let's just say we're 6-2. Let's just say we're 6-2 first 8 games. We roll into game number 9, playing the Atlanta Falcons, and we beat Atlanta. So we roll into Tampa Bay 7-2. Things are looking up. We're right on the cusp of maybe even being in the lead for the division. But we end up playing Tampa Bay. I think Tampa Bay is a great team. I love this matchup against Tampa Bay. Baker Mayfield with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, who didn't want to come to the Patriots for more money. But it's cool, we don't need you anyway. Christian Gonzalez, Carlton Davis versus Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. That's gonna be a matchup, but I do think that the Tampa Bay Bucks end up winning that game. They are a playoff team, they've been there before. They win those type of football games. I think we dropped that one. We end up playing the New York Jets. We smacked the New York Jets. I like Justin Fields, but the Jets are gonna be the Jets. For some reason, no matter how good they are, vice versa, we always find a way to beat the Jets twice a year. I think we do it again. Cincinnati Bengals are up next. Now, if this was in the beginning of the season, because we know how bad they start off, I'd say we win this game. But they'll be in mid-season form by now. It is going to be a great matchup. Another good matchup with Jamar versus Gonzalez, Carlton Davis versus T. Higgins. But I do think that the Bengals win that game. Next, we have the New York Giants on prime time. And of course, I got to get after my dad. He's a Giants fan. He had us twice in the Super Bowl, but we win in the regular season. The Giants just don't have enough now. Their front 7, oh my God. They're dogs. But I just don't see how their offense scores, man. So I think we win that game. Coming off the bye week against Buffalo, I think we dropped this game. I feel like this game is too early. I wish we played them like last game of the season, because then they're gonna rest their starters. But at this point, they're gonna be fighting for, playoff seeding. So I think we lose that game. We play Baltimore. I think we drop that game to Baltimore. Regular season is a buzzsaw, man. Lamar, Derrick Henry. If they can get a receiver, they could be really dangerous in the AFC. We play the Jets. We beat the Jets. Play Miami. So if we lost the first game, we win this one. If we won the second game, if we won the first game, we lose this one. So either way it goes, realistically, I have us finishing 11-6. I think that's good enough for a playoff slot. I think our ceiling really could be 12-5 with this schedule. Bottom of the barrel floor is 10-7. I don't think we don't win double-digit games with this roster and this schedule. If we do, I don't know what's gonna happen to my mental health. But anyways, That's gonna wrap up the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. All my Patriots fans, put Go Pats in the comments. You know in the comments if you think the Patriots are gonna make the playoffs. If you're a hater, keep your comments to yourself. Actually, let me know. And if you tell me no, let me know why. Let me know why you said that. I would love to know it. But make sure y'all subscribe. Like I said, I'm daily on YouTube. I'm out.
Zay, what's poppin'?